Hello, and welcome to another Wargame replay highlight. And today we're back on Paddyfield on a 1v1. We got Red Shield 3 on the right hand side in blue, playing as a Canada National deck, and on the left hand side in red, playing as USSR. We got ourselves an RCL. So right now we're 5 minutes roughly into the match, and it's going rather good for Narcil. He's moving through in Bravo. We got Freedom Fighter going to be dropping in some bombs, but this is a lot of EDVs and not a lot of Canadian stuff in Alpha, and Golf is not going all too good. We got TATU here and no heavy armor or anti-tank stuff to deal with the tank. But if you take a look down here, we got some Highlanders 90, which is an infantry unit you don't really see all a lot, and it's quite funny that the Canadians have Scottish style units within, their army, but it kind of makes sense. You had some Scottish battalions and whatnot in World War 1 and World War 2 Cameron Highlanders, but that really is not the case. So things are not going good for the middle for Red Shield, but over here, Highlanders 90 are doing a pretty good job, managing to get some good CV snipes, and Fury, that's transporting them, finds, and almost just, one more barrage. There we go. Kills the enemy CV in Delta. This ends up causing a chain reaction where the hotel CV has to get moved back, and we start seeing a lot of planes, a lot of freedom fighters, which is something, that's a plane you hardly ever see. And he's just dropping bombs. He manages to snipe the Charlie CV. I think he kills it because he spotted it with Fury, leaving the UAZ the only one left alive. He brings up the MA8 for, close range support, and here comes more planes. Once again, the Freedom Fighters and Electric Voodoo. And he's trying to move the UAZ, and he's getting some more up. The Highlander 90 is still here, so he's going to stop him from crossing the bridge just yet, as Freedom Fighters dropping even more bombs. Kills the Highlanders of all things, which did he do that on purpose? Because that's, you don't really want to be friendly firing you guys, but whatever, the planes are coming in, and I just want to note, this is pretty cheesy, we've got to admit, flying in planes right behind enemy lines and trying to snipe, CV. In a map like this, especially on Delta, it's rather easy to do, as there's not really too many places to hide your CV, but well, if you look at Narciel's side here, he doesn't really have a single AA unit. There are Electric Voodoos to give him, a bit of deniability because you couldn't get the radar here, but Tunguska M's or just turning off the radar and wait for him to fly over, he could at least shoot some of these down, because that's a lot of planes dropping a lot of bombs. Now, he does get a tour, manages to shoot down a few planes, but you see Electric Voodoo comes up. He does turn the tour off. He's trying to shoot down some, but you see those planes are coming in and killing the UAZs. And Red Shield, because of those kills, is at a very nice high point advantage. Though Narcil still has map control, he's all around Alpha now, which is a very big deal. And he has tank superiority, and he pretty much has Ghost under his control, but these planes are just absolutely destroying him. And once again, they killed the CV in Delta, and it might be his best bet just maybe to keep the CV not in the forest. And once again, another lucky hit. And if I was an RCO, I would be very, very mad right now. And once again, almost getting the UAC as it comes into Delta. Too bad, just hit, I believe Narcil on his deck, he doesn't have any, tank CVs, so it's not exactly going to help. But he's lost a lot of UAZ command vehicles to these planes. Then we do have a gunship coming over too, and they're going to try and get some snipes. Unfortunately, we got a KF-52 being brought out. And I'm just thinking also too, Narcil, he must have some sort of air superiority fighter, because one air superiority fighter, a good Su-27 PU, could completely stop all these planes from flying around willy-nilly like. I mean, the Freedom Fighters, they don't even have Sidewinder missiles, so they are completely defenseless. But as you can see, coming in unannounced, dropping in now, hot sticky freedom, it's more irony and explosive. But finally, we do have some Tunguskas being brought out, which is probably the second best thing you can get, because you just turn off the gun and let the missile do the talking. But Red's still in that huge point advantage because of all your CV snipes, even though he does not have map control. He's only confined to a small area in his base. And Narsil is trying to do an attack onto Echo, but, freedom fighters coming. TATB's moving in completely unsupported and getting a little bit too close, so they are going to get killed, even by some nothing great AT rights. One Tunguska does get killed because it doesn't have its gun off. It is shooting down more of the Voodoos, but he pretty much got the point, the gist of this match. There's a lot of freedom fighters dropping a lot of bombs. I have to admit, a lot of those were rather lucky too. The starfighters being brought up. And the gunship once again flying over, almost getting to the enemy CV, but not this time. I'm wondering if Narsil doesn't even have any more CVs. Because I couldn't personally check the deck at the current time because, I don't know, there's something wrong with the replay site, yet I got these. But I'm presuming that Narsil only has one card of UAZ CVs. So you only get 7 of them. It's not that many. And as you can see, it's not looking good for him at all. I mean, those planes, they're still coming in really nilly, dropping in bombs. I do manage to get CV onto Alpha, but it's short-lived as it does get killed. And we're pretty much just going to come up to time. I just want to pause it before we get to the end. And, well, the reason I wanted to show this match in particular is just, it's rather bonkers. First off, we got a Canadian player who ends up beating a USSR player in a 1v1, and Canada sucks in 1v1. It's not a good deck at all. You don't have any good heavy tanks, you have no helicopters. Planes is decent, but even just decent planes with freedom fighters, which how cheap are you? 70 points, you got 3 500kg bombs, and they're no defensive stats whatsoever. Yeah, very easy to get shot down, but with his flank of the Highlanders and really the initial kill of the enemy CV with the gunship, just kills out one CV, and half those bombs were luck. He was definitely getting some good blind fires, pretending or, hitting the road and hopefully landing nearby. And it seems like the crater's disappeared, which is a weird bug. That's a weird graphical glitch. I'm even running DX9, so it shouldn't even do anything too crazy. But pretty much, that's just some good use of air superiority. And if you are playing a 1v1, get some goddamn AA. Because even if you had, one Tunguska in Gulf, just shooting stuff as it flies over. A few Osas, if he managed to micromanage them with the missiles and the seed, he could have easily stopped Jet from getting too out of control. But with only 3 seconds left, we'll see if each and Charlie gets killed, and I'm guessing that's the last thing he has, and Narsil surrenders. And it's not even due to the fact that Narsil didn't have enough CVs, because you can get away with having one card of UAZ CVs in a deck. I mean, it's very risky because of situations like this. But so yeah, it was a rather amusing match, and Red Shield didn't even get kill death advantage. I'm guessing one of those losses, is because he killed his own Highlander squad, taking them down with him. But you see, lots of good kills with the planes, and especially on Paddy Fields, get some AA on your home base, because it's very easy to flank around and do cheesy stuff like that. That is the main gist of this. Get some AA, because even with mediocre air superiority, bombers and whatnot, you can get your arse handed to you. And this is another replay highlight, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as usual, please just take it easy.